Hi, hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Veronica and I'm a big lover of makeup, so if you want to see more reviews, looks and more fun videos, don't forget to subscribe. In today's video we are gonna talk about how to buy less makeup, so if you're curious about that, please keep on watching. First things first, like usual, I didn't film this eye look, but I will list down below everything that I have on my face, and I will list in the description box my TikTok and my Instagram as well if you want to see more of my face. As you may know, I love trying new makeup and I love letting you know if some products are good, some products are just a waste of money, but I want to keep my collection somewhat manageable as well. I probably have enough makeup for the next 10 years, so I love buying new makeup and I do buy a lot of makeup each month, but these tips are helpful for me and I hope they will be helpful for you as well. So let's start with the first one, and that one is try project painting. I do have a series on my channel with project painting and I just love it. I think it's very helpful just to see how long it takes to finish a product, and if you tried project painting, you know that finishing a blush or a lipstick is not impossible, but close to impossible. It takes so long. I am trying to paint the MAC lipstick, and when I started in January, I think I had like half of the lipstick and I'm still not done with it, so it takes a long time to finish some products. So just knowing how long it takes to finish something, you will have always in the back of your mind that if I'm buying this lipstick, I have 5 others, 10 others, 2 others, and those will take maybe years. So if I'm buying this one, will I use the other ones? Is this worth buying? This is the thought process that I have always in the back of my mind when I want to buy a new lipstick, blush, or something that is very hard to finish. Of course, for eyeshadows, for example, I know that I will not finish them, and I'm okay with that because I love eyeshadows and it's fine for me. But for other categories like foundations, for example, I really want to finish those that I already have because they will expire and it's a waste. I really like them, and even though a new foundation is very interesting and very exciting, I know that I love the ones that I have. So yeah, I think project painting is very helpful. Let's move into the next one, and that one is to try a low buy. I do have a series on my channel with a low buy. I do an update every 3-4 months, something like that, and I think this is very useful as well. You can do a low buy in a lot of ways. You can put a number of products per month, per 3 months or 6 months or whatever, so a number of products in general, like in the next month I'm gonna buy 5 products, or I don't know, in the next 6 months I'm gonna buy 5 products, and those 5 products could be anything, so whatever you like. I'm doing the low buy per category, so I have some categories with a number, like 1 foundation in the next 4 months or something like that, and I have a no buy for some categories, so this is my type of no buy. Or you can do a budget low buy, and for that you are deciding on a budget again for a month, 3 months or 6 months or whatever time period you want, and that budget is for makeup or for skincare as well. You can do that if you find that you are buying more skincare than you need. And for these tips you don't need to have a YouTube channel or something. If you want, you can post it on your stories on Instagram, and maybe you and your friends could have a low buy or a project pen together, because that could be fun, or a budgeting low buy, that could be fun, just to keep each other accountable. But otherwise you can just write it down. I love writing down things. I feel like just by writing them down I already have the first step done, so I think this is very helpful. The next tip in here is to try makeup in other ways. So for example, you can use lipstick as blush, just to have another color of blush, and maybe if you want to try a red blush or more a punchy color and you don't want to buy a punchy color as a blush because maybe you are not gonna use it. Maybe you could try a bullet lipstick that is a more punchy color. You can use that as blush. You can use eyeshadows as raw products, for example, as a powder product, or you can use highlighter for your eyeshadow or something like that, just to mix it up, just to use something else, just to try something new. Noise reduction break. I just closed the window because they are cutting grass outside. So yeah, you can use concealer as well as a tinted moisturizer. You can mix it with your primer or your cream or something like that and create a tinted moisturizer. So I think just using your makeup in other ways is really fun, and it just refreshes your collection. The next one that I have in here is makeup inventory. I do have that on my channel as well. Like I said, all of these tips are very helpful for me. So in a makeup inventory, you just count the products in each category that you have. And for this, I think it's very interesting just to see what are you buying the most. What are the categories that are really interesting to you? Is it a lipstick? Maybe try mixing your lipsticks just to create other colors. That could be helpful. Or is it a foundation? Why do you buy so many foundations? Maybe the shades are not great, so maybe you can buy only a concealer or something just to mix them up, to make them lighter, darker, depending on what is the problem with the color. Are you buying a lot of eyeshadows? Maybe try rearrange the eyeshadows in the palette. For example, the Natasha Denona palettes, you can move them, so you can as well create other palettes. I do have a series with that as well. I will link down below a lot of playlists. Maybe they could help you out as well. So just rearranging the shadows. Maybe you will find new color combos, which is very useful as well. Or you can create palettes by popping out, like I said, the Natasha Denona palette or the Vizier palette, or if you have singles, you can create other palettes. If you have color pop palettes as well, you can pop those shadows out and just create other color stories, and that could be very refreshing to your eyeshadow collection as well. So a makeup inventory I find very useful. I do a makeup inventory every 6 months or something like that, and just to see how many products I have in total, it's very interesting and I love seeing that, and it's very useful for me. The next tip that I have is to try a makeup challenge, and for this as well, you don't need a YouTube channel. You can just pick a random challenge. You can do a random number generated makeup challenge, or I don't know, random color generated. For the random number, you just pick a palette or multiple palettes and just let a random number generator choose your shadows and how to mix them. So I think that is very, very fun. I find this very helpful because you can see other perspectives and how to use your makeup in other ways and in other color combos. The last two tips are working together. The first one is to wait. When you see a new product, just wait. Give it a bit of time. You can add it to your favorites or something like that. Or even better, don't add it to your favorites. Just look at it, look at the color range, decide what color you want if it's something with a color, but wait. Give it like a week or two, and after that, do you even remember the release? Because makeup right now is releasing at a very, very fast pace. So maybe this week you really want a palette, but next week there are 10, 15 new palettes on the market. Maybe you want other one, and as the times go by, you maybe have already forgotten about the first palette. So just wait. I think it's very helpful just to wait. I know that it is a bit hard because you see a new product, you really want it. And I have an example here. So I really wanted to test the new Linda Hallberg. I don't know how to pronounce her last name. She is a Swedish creator, and she has a makeup brand, and LH Cosmetics, it's easier to say like that. And they released a palette, the Daybreaker palette, and I was very intrigued. I heard a lot of good stuff about the formula and I'm very interested in the formula. And for me, as a YouTuber, I try always to buy something as soon as I can, just to review it. But in this case, I need to order it from Beauty Bay, so it would take a while anyway. And I just let it pass. I said that I'm not gonna buy that palette, it's totally fine. The color story is not perfect for me or whatever. And after that I bought the ABH palette, so I had that one to review, but right now I want the LH Cosmetics palette again. So I already know that I am interested in that palette, and right now on Beauty Bay it's at 30% discount. So just by waiting, I could right now get a discount on the palette as well. So yeah, in general, when you see a new product, just give it like 1 week, 2 weeks, and you will see then if you are still very interested or if you don't need it. And the last tip that I have is to be informed. So if you see a new product, for sure in the next couple of days someone will review it. So just watch 2 or 3 reviews, and after that you are a lot more informed and you will see if you really want that product, if it's for you, if the shades are right, if you like the shades, if you, I don't know, need that product. This advice is not always for me, of course, because I love testing newer products and letting you know if they are good or not. But a lot of times I do buy older releases, and for that it is very helpful for me as well. But sometimes, for example, the Danessa Myricks Chroma Flakes, I watched like 5 videos of that and no one was really that in love with the product, but for some reason I did decide to buy it anyway. It was a bad purchase for me. So reviews were right, actually. So in general, reviews are really helpful. So I do love YouTube for that. But you need to know your preferences, you need to know your skin type and what kind of product do you like. So try to not impulse purchase and you are gonna be good. So these were all the tips. I hope they were helpful, and yeah, so if you like the video and you want to see more from me, please subscribe and give it a like, and I'll see you next time.